So let's talk about Tan Zao. Tan Zao is maybe the first idea, first concept that you will be taught in a Wing Chun school, right? The classic defense against the hook. I have some news for you. Tan Zao really sucks as a defense against a really strong hook. It's very difficult to use, especially if it's too short. He goes in immediately, bam. If it's too long, he takes your position and he immediately throws you off balance. I'm not saying that Tanda is a bad concept. Tanda in itself is an excellent concept, and the only reason why it works if somebody hooks you is that you're punching at the same time. If you punch at the same time as you do the tan, this becomes redundant, right? You don't really need it. Just as because when you give power to the center and you move him off balance, his attack becomes useless, right? So if I have the tan here and I punch him at the same time, I can use it actually to grab the hand and then get him back here, or actually break the arm or something like that. Once I hit him, I get the advantage. I establish the rhythm. I get control over the situation. So I'm in a bad situation here, and I see his hook coming, because a lot of times you're not going to see the hook. If you're fighting with somebody who has some street fighting experience, somebody who's been fighting since they were a kid, they're not going to show you their hook. They're not going to punch like this. Bam! Right? They're going to be something like, from this distance, exactly. You're not going to see it. He's going to BAM! You cannot do a tanda if somebody is from, you're in this kind of situation, and then he comes towards me, and then I BAM! Right? You will not be able to do a tanda. So we're going to get into detail how you can avoid this kind of situation. But for now, let's discuss tanda, right? Let's discuss tanza. So let's say that you actually do see his hook coming. That he's a bit more obvious, right? And you get the timing and you do the tan. In the moment that I'm hitting him, while I'm pushing him here, like I said, his attack becomes redundant. So I can either go in, just to still hold on to him, so I still have the next move, right? So I still have the target. Because once I lose contact here, my contact as a Wing Chun practitioner, contact is the best advantage that I have, because from here I know where my target is. Even if he moves, I have contact and he moves his head here, I know that the following one needs to be right here, because I feel where his center is, right? I punch him, I have contact, for example, he gives me a straight punch. And I punch him here, I miss because he moves his head. I know that I can either go here or move and go here, because I feel his center, right? And this comes from Chi Zao, from good Chi Zao. So, if he gives me a hook and I see it, my tan, I personally would use it just to keep the contact. Just to keep contact. But my main action is hitting. The only thing that saves me in this situation is me hitting him. Okay? For example, let's say that I miss. Right? If you just hit him like this, bam, this is very dangerous. You want to hit him and go inside with your body, because why? So if he's hitting me and I just go like this, right? For example, what if I'm off target, right? He hits and then he moves his head, he goes like this, right? With a hook. And I miss. Okay? If I'm just hitting him like this, he still has a shot to hit me. Instead, if I go inside with my body, you see, here his hook is not so strong. So what I want to do when I'm doing a tanda is go inside with my body, go through him. Okay? If you have good feeling, you're not gonna break his neck here while you're doing this movement, right? My defense is actually going in, right? Here I feel a bit safer. Even if I miss, you see, I go inside and I miss, I still have the elbow. You understand what I mean? So, going inside, bam, is the safest. Hitting is safer than defending most of the time. Okay? Be prepared to get punched in the face. If somebody tells you, I'm going to teach you Wing Chun, you're going to be so good that nobody will ever be able to go inside your defense, run. Run. He's talking bullshit. Okay? There is no such thing as a impeccable, incredible, amazing, superhuman defense. No matter how good you will be, right? He tries to go in, right? I can be really good with my chizo. Sometimes he's still going to go in, right? No matter how good, you're never going to hear Mike Tyson say that he never got punched in the face, okay? And he's Mike Tyson. I mean, boxers, they realize this reality of fighting. You're going to get hit, okay? So if you're dreaming of becoming a Wing Chun practitioner that's never going to get hit, you're either never going to be in a fight, which, the best is actually to avoid situations like this, but you need to get in touch with reality. I mean, a lot of people, they think that Wing Chun is so good, and they're good in the school, and the problem is that they've never been hit in the school before. So when somebody hits them on the street, bam, they freeze. They say, their subconscious makes them freeze. They say, my Wing Chun is shit. It's not true. It's not true. You can still recover from, you get hit like this, you can still recover and go, right, and take his position, because in that fraction of a second, when you are here, you don't feel the shock, you don't feel the pain so much, and you can still go in to finish him, even if you've been hit. Getting punched in the face is not the worst thing in the world, okay? So, I recommend getting some protection, getting some headgear, some gloves, and spotting. Go out there, go get punched in the face, right? Not on the street, in the school. You're not going to die from it, right? But it's essential. I mean, you're learning a fighting art. You cannot put yourself in a box and think that your Wing Chun is the best in the world and never go out and test, right? Test your skills, test what you know, test your abilities, test your reactions. If somebody goes in, right? Pum! Okay? It's really important. So, coming back to Tan Zao, to Tan Da. Tan Da is excellent when you are in this kind of range. As a deflection, Tan Da is amazing here. Pound! As a deflection using against a straight punch. It's awesome. There are other concepts in Wing Chun which work much better against a hook than Tan Da. But we're not going to get into that so much, right? Because I don't want you to learn to defend, right? I want you to learn to go in. So when he's come, I go inside, right? I don't even need Tan Zao. My attack is my defense, okay? So if you're in this kind of situation that you know you're going to fight, just wait for the signal, and then go inside, right? Because you are shorter, you are faster from here. It takes much less time for you to go inside from here, right? Than for his hook to go in. My recommendation is actually to keep your hands somewhere like this. That's what is the problem? Is there a problem? I mean, right? Try to negotiate if there's something like that. Avoiding a fight is the best answer that you will ever come up with, right? Try to discuss, but while you're discussing, don't be a fool, don't be naive, right? Don't be like, what do you want? What? You're exposing everything here, right? So keep your hands a bit higher, because from here you can use your straight punch really easily, right? You can go very, very easily inside. Try to talk to him, but keep your hands, where you can use them. Okay, like this. I'm sorry. How can I help you, my friend?
I want to kill you.
Okay. Hopefully he's not gonna be so expressive, right? Okay. Good. Tanda and what my perspective is on Tanda, and how you can use it for fighting, right? It's a tool. It's a tool. It's not something that you should be controlled by. It's something that you should have in your pocket. Okay.